I, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahashai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, double honor to the elders, the elder apostles, GMS, peace, salutation, blessings to Akim, blameless truth, shalom to hopeful elect. Alright, this is just gonna be a little quick here, to the spirit, a little willing. Alright. So this is RT News. Got a couple little articles here I'll briefly go into. It's Brazil's health portals hit by hackers. All right, we've it's been a big this has been a pretty ongoing deal where these so-called hackers, everything keeps getting hacked. Whether it be the local utilities to more major things. All right, but it's all part of these devils' agenda they're forwarding. All right, they want to move everything into that one world system. All right, and everything being linked together, all under one program. All right, and that's where that Charama, that MOTB gonna come into play, where these devils have completing, they figure they can have complete control of everyone and everything, via the MOTB. All right, which is the spirit. Some with the elder apostles on down like my brothers, and we believe that to be the RFID chip. All right, and we know that's one of the last prophecies to come to pass before the beginning of World War III, and ultimately the destruction of Babylon the Great, America, and the salvation of the elect and the 1/3. I'll read a little bit of this. It says, websites belonging to Brazil's health ministry have been taken down. All right, and here it said belonging to Brazil's health ministry. All right, because again, what they pushing. All right, set agenda where they want to everybody to provide proof of their health status. All right, so again, websites belonging to Brazil's health ministry have been taken down by ransomware attack. Also hit systems holding details about the country's immunization program and a portal used to issue digital V certificates. All right, so again, these devils, they ain't gonna let, like they say, they ain't gonna let no good pandemic go to waste. All right, they gonna and but I'm gonna continue on. So in a statement, the Ministry of Health noted that an incident in the early hours of Friday had temporarily compromised some systems, added that the federal police and national security agencies were investigating. The ministry confirmed the systems were still unavailable. So imagine, they got this system set up where you can't go here and there unless you have proof. Well, if the system that provides the proof of whatever, of said thing isn't working, then that means that nothing's going to work. All right, so for all these places that make it where it's mandatory, where you have to be, you have to show that pass. All right, well, if the system ain't working, then you can't show the pass. All right. But that's why, what says 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, these saints should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know how the characteristics of these devils, all right, first and foremost, to deceive, all right. What does it say, John 10:10, the thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy. All right, so, it's not in these devils' best interest to, do anything good. All right, all has a wicked end to it. All right. So this is another article on RT. It says new V kills zombie cells that cause aging. Study. All right. So here they come up with another juice. All right, and this one's supposed to stop aging. It says Japanese scientists have developed a V to target so-called zombie cells. You see, they got that so-called. I wonder where they get that from, So-called zombie cells that pile up over time and damage healthy cells. These cells are thought to be responsible for a range of age-related ailments, such as heart disease. All right, it says the research published on Friday in an online version of the Nature Aging Journal found a reduction in the number of zombie cells clinically known as senescent cells in mice that were administered the V. The effect was seen in areas of bodies that were affected by stiffening of arteries. Says the senescent cells are popularly known as zombie cells, as they stop dividing like normal cells do. As they stop dividing like normal cells but do not die. They start out as normal cells, but after experiencing a stress event, such as sustaining damage to DNA or becoming infected with the V, all right, and we already know through the juice, through the spirit, all right, what this other juice, what is that? mRNA, all right, so, and it's supposed to, reconstruct the DNA. All right, now you got something here saying, says such as sustaining damage to their DNA or becoming infected with the V, they enter a state of suspended animation rather than dying. All right, so again, you continue on reading here. It says over time they facilitate the aging process and set the stage for a variety of medical conditions, including diabetes, osteoporosis, Alzheimer's disease, enlargement of heart, kidney problems, clogged arteries, age-related loss of muscle. All right, so most of the stuff is what these devils cause with everything they produce. All right, but again, this is these devils trying to be like the Most High. All right, saying that he is trying to perform work the miracles. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God. All right, we know, the wicked. All right, that's who this is talking about. They opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God. All right, through, their wicked conversation, their wicked way of life. All right, their manner of life. All right, that's pushed throughout this earth. It says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, set in the temple of God, showing himself that he is. All right, that he, these devils trying to, that's why they telling everybody, trust in the science. All right, trust, this is, they ain't telling them to trust in, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. All right. They deceiving the people, saying trust in the science. Looks like we had these deadly tornadoes, throughout the Midwest. All right, what they, a brother did a lesson, and I seen it, and what they had at the end, the science, weather person or whatever they would call themselves. They're trying to say that, this is due to, sea change, to the G warming, all right? You know what I mean? They ain't giving credit where it's due. It's Yahweh Shem Yashai. And what it say, I'll hold my tongue no more, is touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. All right? I think that's 2nd Ezra 15. Let me see if I get it. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 8. Because we know the times we're in. Hey, the Lord, He's showing the signs of the times. All right, we in the beginning of sorrows. All right, beginning of Jacob's trouble. Judgment is about to, go. Judgment going to be going forth on the earth at such a high level. All right. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 7 says, "Therefore saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yashai, I'll hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, the souls of the just complain continually." All right, so, hey, Lord, He about to bring these plagues, I say verse 11 says, verse 11 says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand." That's going to the elect. All right, the elect going to be preserved from these set perils. All right, leading up all the way up into the salvation of the elect. All right, it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." And we know, modern day Egypt referring to America, which is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, they carry on the same vibe, same, abominations, as ancient Egypt. All right, Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 12 says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment the Most High shall bring upon it." All right, so again, Lord, Yahweh Shem Yashai, about to turn it up out here on these people, whom are at ease, whom, or everybody. All right, so there's another, just to show you, these devils, hey, they straight up hypocrites. They don't practice what they preach. All right, and this is just another, telltale sign, how deceived, how dumbed down the masses really are. All right, because these people whom are behind the scenes, the elites, the under elites, all right, whom are running these, companies, and on the TV, telling everybody do this, do that, and they as we're gonna see, it says BioNTech CEO replies to claims he refused the V. All right, and it's just like the government. That story here a while back where it said, most of the people that worked in the government, the White House, they weren't required to, get the V. But here you are in New York where they passing that mandate supposed to come to pass. I think it was the 27th, is it? Where, every worker at the private sector, basically every worker gonna have to, comply. All right. But these CEOs, these, you know what I mean? Puppets of the elite, they ain't taking that juice. They pushing it. They ain't taking it though. Hey, this is I'm gonna read a little. It says, "The head and co-founder of the company that produces one of the most widely used jabs, Yugal Sahn, has commented on an interview in which he revealed that he and his family had not been beat. Him and his family. Alright, and like I say, he's the head and co-founder of that company that produced one of the most widely used jabs. Alright, so what does that tell you? Alright. And here we go. This is another little story. China says democracy used as weapon of mass destruction. Alright. Hey, China, you know, they hate the whore. They hate the ways of, you know, America battling the great. Just like I say, you know, these should hate the whore. Alright. America, alright, has gotten the whole world to drink of that, you know, drunk on that wine. Alright, the philosophies and ways of, alright, Babylon the Great. Alright, ancient Roman Empire, you know, resurrected. So the Chinese Foreign Ministry has accused the U.S. of using the idea of democracy as a weapon of mass destruction. I wish, hey, you know, it is. That's what Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, you know, that had two heads, spoke as a dragon, going into, you know, the Democrat, Republican, all right, and the times of old was the patricians and the patrician, I'll get it, Salaki. But let me read this real quick. The Chinese Foreign Ministry had accused the U.S. of using the idea of democracy as a weapon of mass destruction to impose its will upon the world. All right? Hey, exactly. What does it say? To impose its will upon the world. All right, and let's get this. Let's get this. Revelation chapter 18, verse 3 says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine," which going into them philosophies, alright, going to them philosophies that America has imposed upon the world. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All nations, America has imposed its ways upon all nations. Alright, so they have drunken of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and what it say, and the kings of the earth, these other nations, these other countries, saying the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her. Alright, you know, laying in bed, you know, partaking in, you know, Babylon, America's wicked ways, her philosophies, saying the merchants of earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Again, America, Babylon the Great, is the cash hoe. All right, all these other countries have waxed rich, have waxed rich through the abundance, all right, of her delicacies. All right, so and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of sin." It is referring to the elect, the 144,000 and 1/3, all right, getting the salvation through Yahushua and the chariot. All right, it said, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sins." All right, and that ye receive not her plagues. Okay, because we know, you know, what's that, her plagues are coming one day, like I said, verse 7 and 8. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I set a queen and no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire via the ICBM missiles and laser beams from the chariots. So for strong is the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yashah, who judgeth her. Alright, so this is a little quick quick lesson, Little Women edifying. But hey, we know what time it is. We're ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright, give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Kwakadash. Shalom.